Hey, Haley Beth, how you doing? What's happening, Haley Beth? First on the scene. Good to see you, boo. Are you able to hear me all right? What's up, Flash? Lens Creative in the house. Tonight's featured guest. Chad Rev Art in the house. Tonight's co-host, Intergalactic Especial. I guess we'll let him up, y'all. I guess. Jeez. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is he in the pine tree?
What up, dude?
What's up, homie? How you doing, man?
I am excellent, brother. Excellent. I tell you what. Hello, howdy,
That's good
people.
News.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm lovely, man. I'm lovely. A little on the tired side, but we're going to be all right.
Yeah? Yeah? Dude, what a day.
Yeah?
What a day. What a few
What
days.
a day, huh? What's up, Jason?
Days.
How's it going, man? Yeah?
Yeah, man. I got to watch my little girl do her first gymnastics class today, and that was super dope.
Right
Super
on.
dope.
That's awesome. Did you participate at all?
Yeah. Yeah, I fell down.
You fell down too? Good,
No,
man.
but
Good.
I did drive the fam to go get,
DJ.
chili dogs afterwards, and we had a sing-along in the car. Of course, it was the Misfits. But, yeah. Oh, get this, dude. Get this. We're all singing the Misfits together, right? And that's some real family, like, quality family entertainment.
Yes.
And my kid gets my attention, and I turn it down, and she goes, can I say that word since it's in the song? It was the F word. I was like, no. And of course, my wife at the same time, in unison, we were both like, no, you can't. Just because it's in the song, though. Well, just be happy that your daddy lets you listen to the Misfits because he's cool.
Heard that. Threading that needle. Tonight we have Lens Creative is going to be the featured artist, and I'm excited about that. Lens is an amazing artist and a wonderful human being. Another one of those folks that is always trying to help people out. Kind of like Chad's dogs. They're just trying to help. That's all. They're just trying to help. No worries, bro. You're good, man. You're good. We're dog people here. We're into dogs. It's all good. So to get us kicking off, I understand you've been working tirelessly on some stuff. It seems like your green light is on all the time these days. So folks need to turn their notifications on so they can check him out, see what he's got going on. I believe he went out in his yard and cut down a fence post and started making art out of it.
Pretty
I'm
close.
not sure if that was an ultimatum from the overlords or if he just was inspired or what.
I was proving a point.
No way, we would never
it's
do
a
that.
Fence post. Never would we do that. This is a fence
Never.
post, quite literally. It's not from my farm, though. It's from my dad's.
Right on. How is Awesome Possum? Folks would like to know. Inquiring minds.
Awesome Possum. She put me in a peculiar situation because I was raising her to be let back out into the wild, so I did not hand tame her. As you saw in some of my content, she bit me. It's all healed up now. I show you like it's there.
Rightly,
can you see it?
rightly so.
I'm gonna milk this for years, guys. So just know that. Yeah. So she bit me. That's okay. I mean, that's what you get. It's part of it. But she's not hand tamed. But she also cannot deal with the elements and everything on her own. So she's in a giant outdoor enclosure that has a couple of different hideouts. One of which is super insulated for her and filled with straw. And it's literally got insulation like this thick that it's built out of double plywood.
Did you get her a hat from Chris Major? Is she wearing a hat?
Maybe I should.
A possum
Maybe
hat.
I should.
A Chris Major possum hat.
Chris, if you're out there, can you do a possum hat? I mean, she does a lot of possum stuff.
Hey,
I went out to
Diva.
feed her in the middle of the night, and she was hanging out upside down. You think that's in cartoons? No, they really do that. Yeah.
So does he. That's how he sleeps, hanging upside down. You heard it here first, y'all.
I did. Dude, Guinea. You gotta see it, man.
Don't drop it.
You shut your mouth.
Right on. Right on. Look at that.
Look at those teeth.
I like the mark on his chin. The knot.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? I have a cool plan for that. I don't know if I can pull it off or not, but we're gonna try. I made his ears all sewn on. I'm not done with his ears, obviously, but I made them all sewn on. I thought that would be fun.
Nice.
That's what I was working on today.
What have you been doing that with? Your pocket knife, or do you got some kind of tool you use? Can people get some kind of help with their tools or something? I don't know. You made some sort of deal with the devil, didn't you?
I did, and I'm not even from his dimension. What a jackass. He got robbed and doesn't know it yet. I use Dremels. I use mostly a 4300, but the really important part is that cuts all burrs on the end of that. Yeah. Thanks to this guy and all of you folks down there and me making a bunch of sawdust, you guys got me an affiliateship through Cuts All, and I appreciate that. So if you guys go over there and pick something up, make sure you put in Chad Rev, all caps, no spaces, and you'll get a couple of bucks off of your Cuts All goods. They carry all sorts of cool stuff.
Dude, saving other makers money. I love it, man. I love it, dude. That's pretty cool.
Thank you, Chip. Man, I got to give a shout out to Chip 76, dude. Here recently, if you guys hadn't noticed, me and Gin have been on separate sleeping schedules. Like, he's working all night and I'm working all day. Well, I want to thank Chip 76 for like hopping in the boat and like taking care of me all the time, dude. Thank you.
He does the same at night for me, man. I'm not sure. By the way, that's gonna change. I will do some daytime stuff again here too as well. I've been kind of busy, man.
You've been super. Both of us have just been up to our asses in sawdust, homeboy. That's good. Guys,
yes.
He delivered a piece today that, if you guys haven't been watching, it is beautiful. The work on that, dude. I'm not just like gassing you up because you're my homie and I'm on your show right now. Like, that was some gorgeous work, man. So,
thanks, bro. That was a challenging one. That was probably the most challenging restoration project I've done. It was completely warped and cupped and crowned and had all the problems going on with it.
It was shaped like a fun house mirror in every direction when you got it, and you had to straighten it out and make it look beautiful, and you did. So good job.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. But the good news about that getting delivered today is now Saron can move his gaze to guitars again. So that's what we got coming at you next. Some more guitar stuff. And Chad's going to be involved in that. We got some other people involved in that. Severed Art, SA Artistries, Kira Wilson Art,
Kira Wilson,
Eric Hansen, Bob. There's a few others out there. But any rate, man, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to getting back onto that journey.
Dude, I'm so excited to make those guitars.
It's going to be fun.
The one I'm going to make, I don't even know if you can call it a guitar, but it's going to scream like one.
So we've been doing this. I'm going to start doing this other little thing during the flow states, and we're going to figure something out with Chad too once we get everything sorted out. I've been in the process of getting some merch apparel squared away, but the fella doing that has had a couple back-to-back kind of family emergencies, so it's taking a little longer than I may have let on, but that's life. Life happens. So, but what we have been doing is, if you catch me during the flow state, I'll ask you a couple questions to see if you've been around a while or not. And we got some stuff we're sharing with folks. So we got some guitar picks from CR Alsip Guitars. We got some stickers from Jason Woodward, and we got some good project. some Gin Project stickers. So
Oh.
pay attention. We'll be asking questions. The person that won this, the question was, whose hat was that? And what song is he playing as the intro when he started the show? Which was Simple Man. So it was Jason Woodward and Simple Man. And bam. So simple stuff like that. You know, the other question had to do with that guitar right there. So stop in, check us out. If you happen to see us on, turn on your notifications for Chad over here, because he's been busy. He's got several pieces going now. And I also have several different projects going. And even the dogs agree. You should check that out. So I hope that everybody will stop in. We're gonna figure out some. We're gonna do some merch giveaways too for like subscribers, but that's kind of waiting on the apparel. That'll be more hats and shirts and things like that. Folks that answer a few little questions or whatever get a little something. So hey, there's CR Alsip Guitars. It looked like just went through the chat. That's who we were talking about. That's Jake from CR Alsip Guitars, and here's some of his stuff. You can find him in my link tree. So go to the link tree. Yeah, it looked good on you, brother. Go to the link tree. You can find Jason Woodward. You can find CR Alsip Guitars. You can also find Chris Major, and you can find Chad Rev Art and SA Artistries, and there's a whole bunch of other folks on the link tree in my bio. If you're interested in artists in the art world, you can go check them out. So do that. Go support other artists. That's why we're doing this, so that we can highlight other artists like our featured guest tonight, Linscreative. I'm going to do a few kind of shout outs this evening, like we normally do. I would remind you to, if you have a show that you're doing or you're interested in folks knowing what time you're going to be doing your lives or whatever, send them to me and I will get them on the call sheet and I will make sure to holler out for you. Hey, we were just talking about that man right there. There's Jason Woodworks. I'm sorry, that's a different person. That's Jason Woodwork Creations. That's not Jason Woodward. I saw that real quick. Jason Woodwork Creations is also cool though. Go check him out. He doesn't play guitars as far as I know though. CR Alsip Guitars, the guy that we're talking about, Jason Woodward, is endorsed by those guitars. They kind of work together. So hey, Jason Young, woodworker. Jason Young actually makes some pretty cool artwork in the shape of guitars and such. So go check him out too. He does play guitar and bass. And I made the same mistake when he came in the live the other night too. I was like, different Jason, but it's still cool to see you. So if you're interested, give me a DM, get on the call sheet, and we'll try to shout you out. So let's do that right now. If you get a chance, check out the Sisters of Sister Chat on Saturdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Some amazing ladies over there. They have some really meaningful conversations, and they lost tweets. One of the founding members, for anybody that knows us, knows that Sister Chat was on the week before Tweets passed away. So another thing that we will be doing is I'm going to be doing a guitar in memoriam of Tweets, and it's going to go to Sister Chat, and they're going to decide who gets it and what happens with it and all of that. So go over and check out the ladies of Sister Chat, see what they've got going on, see what they're talking about, and give them your support if you don't mind, please. Primal Poetry had their big event this past weekend, and Lady Shine presented, and so did Devlin 313, and Irene the Passion Queen, some of our other friends. Divino Caprice was there, King of Spades was there. So all of those are amazing people. They were all friends of Tweets. So if you happen to see them roaming around, please show them some love and be much appreciated. Max V in Power Hour. You can catch Max V in the morning times. Max usually lets people up, talk about their art, music, whatever it is that they're into. Super positive dude. Go over there, check out Max, see what he's got going on, see what artists are on that day, and give you opportunity to show your art, talk about what you're passionate about. And he's genuinely, sincerely a nice guy. So if you get the opportunity, go check out the Max V in Power Hour. We love that dude. So show some love for Max V. There's a guy roaming around out there called Their Music, plays the guitar, amazing person, always super helpful, always very supportive of folks. Make sure to give Their Music a follow, which brings me to Chris Church, who was a guest on the show a few weeks back. And if you haven't seen it, go check out Chris Church's version of Hurt. You can find it in my bio. Chris is sitting playing his acoustic guitar, and it is absolutely fantastic. It really is, y'all. So go check out that. Go check out Chris. If you happen to see Rebecca roaming around, show her some love. She's amazing, always supportive of other folks. Pamela Walsh Art. If you're not familiar with Pamela Walsh Art, she's an artist and a poet and an all-around amazing human being. So if you see Pamela Walsh Arts roaming around, go check out what she's got going on. She's a really amazing lady. Chuck Franklin is another fellow that is super supportive, much like Chip. Chuck's always out there roaming around, helping folks out. Appreciate him being a moderator and showing up in the middle of the night, helping me do my thing. Mentioned C.R. Alsop Guitars and Jason Woodward earlier. I'd like to mention them again because Chad and I are going to be building a guitar with C.R. Alsop Guitars and Jake. We're going to shout out Jason Woodward's name as often as we can. If you like guitar, go listen to the dude. He comes on a couple times a day if he's not at work, and he is well worth watching. He's a hell of a good guy, and he's an amazing guitar player. John Lang, what's going on? Good to see you, John. Thank you for stopping through, man. There's also another fellow that roams around out there that I don't mention enough named Aaron Hammonds. If you get the opportunity to see Aaron's artwork, please go check out Aaron Hammond's stuff. He's another guy that is just a genuinely. I hear stories behind the scenes about how he calls people up and checks on them and that kind of thing. Aaron is legit a real deal good dude, and he makes some incredible artwork. So please check Aaron out if you get a chance. He's well worth your time. There's some folks out there we just like to shout out. Natasha Art, OG. We love you, Natasha. She's been the longest follower of Chad over here, longest living supporter there. So thank you so much, Natasha. We got Painting at Tiffany's. We love you, sis, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Painting at Tiffany's is always rolling with us. Eve's Artistry, turn on your notification for Eve's Artistry. She did that art right there behind me. She's an incredible artist, amazing person, and she does a few shows a week. So check her out on those, see what she's got going on. She hangs out with some really amazing artists as well, people like Coachable and Laura and MC Forever, all amazing artists, so check them out. Johnny Ray, we love you, Johnny Ray, if you're out there. Hey, Homegrown, good to see Johnny Ray. If you ever get a chance, check out what she's got going on, another incredible human being. Mondo Art, if you hadn't seen Mondo Art, go check out what he's got going on, another dude that's amazing guy and incredible artist, and he'll teach you something too. That dude's pretty knowledgeable. Our friend Lita is out there making some cool content. Go check out what she's got going on. I think it's kind of stuff Chad would like. So go check out what Lita's got going on. That's our boo. Our man Wafty Llama. If you ever see Wafty Llama roaming around out there, show Wafty some love. That dude is just all about love. He's in here. Right on, Wafty, right on. So check out Wafty. He's in the chat right now. Y'all can give him a follow right now as we speak. What's up, Crochet with me? How you doing? We got Kira Wilson Art, our favorite whimsical little birdie, And I got a few things framed this week. So while we're doing those shout outs, I'm going to go ahead and show you a couple pieces from Kira Wilson art while we're talking here. This is the kind of stuff that Kira does. If you get the opportunity, she does Monday nights. Turn on your notification, but she does Mondays from 6 to 9 Eastern time. And she is incredible. Check this out, y'all.
She's actually been on a little more often, but it's real sporadic. So make sure you get your notifications on for that. That's
so
cool.
make sure to check her out. We've also I got a couple other ones over there from her. Let me see here real quick. Kira is absolutely incredible. My favorite creature is a crow, and Kira sent me one of her prints of a white crow. I don't. The camera just doesn't do it justice. It's absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Gorgeous work.
So if you get a chance, check out Kira Wilson art. She's an amazing artist, and she is super helpful to the art community. A hell of a nice person. She also happens to have a degree in business, which not many artists do. So she's got some pretty damn good advice if folks would just listen to her.
Yeah.
Also, another artist that I finally got some stuff framed up for. And by the way, I've moved some things around, and that wall over there is now going to contain art. We're going to go all the way around the corner with it. So we're trying to make
build
room
a whole new house.
We're trying to make room for these folks, man. We're trying to make room. Here's another artist that I love. Amazing artist. I love her artwork. She's a beautiful human being, and you might find her roaming around with a guy named Moose. We're collaborating on a Guitar for Theory of Radio together. But here's a piece of Can Do's work.
Can Do. I do believe the Moose is loose in the chat right now.
Really? Right on, Moose. Well, and here's another one. You know this little son of a gun is up to something. Look at that look on his face.
That's one of my favorite creatures in the world right there, friends.
Me too. It's right up there, man. I mean, he looks like a bandit. Why wouldn't we like him, Chad? This one is from Project Zero Art. I've had it a while. I just hadn't been able to get it in a frame. And we got a buddy named Ash, man, that roams around out there. Sometimes Ash is on, sometimes he isn't. But if you get a chance to see Ash on Tuesdays or Wednesdays from 7 to 8 Mountain Standard Time, or on Fridays, go check him out. Here's some artwork by Ash. He's also got some behind us on the wall, but there's Bugs Bunny, slaying Martian the Martian, and all those stickers are artwork by Ash as well. So check out Ash, man. See what he's got going on, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised, because Ash, man, is an amazing artist. Hey, the Foo, and a heck of a nice guy too. Super cool guy. Ash, man. Not only is he handsome, but he's super talented, and he's a really nice guy. So check out Ash, man. We got Lady Shines. Lady Shines does her creative prompts on Sundays at 5:35 Mountain Standard Time. On Monday, she does a meditation Monday, which is 4:30 in the morning Mountain Standard Time, and she does Walk With Me Wednesday, which is at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. And to my understanding, now that the event is over, she's gonna be doing that. If you got the opportunity, check out Hanson or Kiki. You'll find them roaming around doing their thing. You got Art for Autism, which is Flash Gordon. He's always up to something good. So if you happen to come across him, check him out. On Wednesday nights at 12:30, I had a conversation with her. I'm not sure if she's going to be doing it or not, but I'm going to say that she is, and I think that she is. Our good friend Courtney, who you might recognize as Karma, she does a show at 12:30 on Wednesdays, and that's Eastern Time. There she is. She does a show at 12:30 on Wednesdays. I told her I was going to call it out either way. And that's Courtney. Go check her out. She does a show on addiction. I think she's accompanied by Jay sometimes. And not only is it a show about addiction, but if you just had a bad week or you just had a bad day or whatever, Courtney is a wonderful listener. You could go and just kind of vent, get it off your chest so it doesn't build up. She's an amazing person for providing a space for that. So please go and support Courtney. And there's also a fellow named Punk Rock at 7 p.m. on Eastern Time. Punk Rock is doing his thing on Wednesday night, so check him out. If you happen to run across a guy named Marty Ewok, show him some love. Dude's amazing. Darkwing and Corden Lord. They do a show Saturdays at 9 Eastern Time. They also do some really dope stuff. And then if you didn't see it, Chad's cousin, Leatherface, he has a channel on this here YouTube. This here TikToks. And he's on at 5 Central on weekdays. That's 5 Central on weekdays. Go check out Leatherface.
Lunchtime with Leatherface is his handle.
Lunchtime with Leatherface. Let me make sure I get that down. So
please go get lunchtime with Leatherface.
So we also got DJ Willison out there. We've got Bob Not So Ross out there doing his thing. Our friend Eric the Airbrush Artist has teamed up with Flex, Flair, and Dirty 530, and they're doing an airbrush show. I believe it's at 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time on Saturdays. Please check them out. We got Danielle out there roaming the streets. Make sure to check out Danielle. We got our brother Chip76, who is nothing but supportive to folks on this platform. So make sure to check out Chip76. Like to give a shout out to DJ Willison, who is always out there on a daily basis sharing her art and showing some love. This kit that I'm wearing on my head came from Chris Major. If you happen to come across her out there, go check out her content. She does something cool every day. Sometimes it's inspirational. Sometimes it's puts you in check. You never know what it might be, but definitely check her out. And you got Rick the Muse that is doing his thing out there. Make sure to check out Rick the Muse. And as I mentioned earlier, you got Hanson and Kiki in the middle of the night roaming around, talking smack, doing their thing. I believe that gets us pretty close, man. I don't want to go over too far. I want to make sure to get Lynn's on here on time. So that covers a whole bunch of them. But you got Burgess the Painting DJ and Chandel. Make sure that you show some love to those folks if you happen to see them. Thank you, Crochet with me. There's also, Burgess and Chandel are usually doing something pretty fun. And they have this friend called Haley Beth. And she does the Haley Dot Show on Friday nights at 6 p.m. And I got to tell you, folks, I'm going to be honest with you. For all you people that talk about you support art and all those people that talk a lot of shit about caring about other people, then show up. Then show up at Haley Beth's show at 6 o'clock. Haley Beth shows up for everybody on this platform. It's about time that folks start showing up for Haley Beth. So take that how you will. Please go show. If you talk about showing up for people, then make time to show up for the Haley Beth show. It's 6 p.m. Eastern Time on Fridays. She has a co-host that comes off of this platform. She has a merch account. She's an amazing diamond dot artist, and she is an absolutely wonderful human being. So I got to be honest with you. I'm disappointed with some of y'all for not showing up to support Haley, for what it's worth. We got another friend out there named Lita, and Lita is absolutely incredible. I mentioned her a little bit earlier. Go check out her art and what she's doing. She's good people. And to all the people that have been there to support Haley and to co-host with her, thank you very much. Appreciate y'all. Y'all are amazing. We see you as well. So is there anybody that I missed, Chad? Is there anybody on the sheet that I didn't get to? I'm sure there's always people that I miss, but it's a long list of folks. There's Monsters and Monsteros. There's Spurs. You got to mention Spurs. Matty Pace. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 1:30 Eastern Time. Tuesdays and Thursdays, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Matty Pace is the dopest vibe on TikTok Live. I'm telling you, Go check out Matty. He'll lift you up. He'll get you going.
Chocolate.
Anybody else? A Tender Chocolate right there. There's another one. Check out Tender Chocolate. Amazing human being, an amazing artist. And we need to make sure we write that on here. Tinda definitely needs a shout out every week. Tinda, good to see you. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping through.
Yes.
There's a bunch more other folks out there, y'all. Do the best you can to support the other people trying to put out quality content and trying to keep a positive vibe going. So it is, I'm 1 minute late, but I think I managed to get almost everybody in except for Theory of Radio. Make sure you go check out Theory of Radio. Here's the magazine that came out. You can find Essay, you can find Hanson, you can find me, Chris Twilight, several other people in here. Another example of, if you say you support artists, these people actually do it in real time and space. There's a place you can go for less than $20 or 20 donuts. You can get yourself one of those. Chad Rev Art's probably going to be in the next one, so look for that. If we could, mods, would y'all please send Lens Creative up? We'll get her mic check in. We'll say a few words about her, see if we can get the ball rolling on that. And I'm stoked about this, dude. This is a good one. This is a good one. We're gonna switch it up a little bit here real quick. I'm getting hot.
Yeah, it's way too warm for that stuff right now.
It was cold the last couple of days, and I was all excited, and I made my mind up I was gonna wear it, and then it was hot. Lenny!
Hey.
What are you doing, Lenny? Woo! She's here, y'all. She's here. I love it. So, I obviously can hear you. I can see you. You look amazing. Thank you for being here. Absolutely stunning, as always.
Can you hear me?
I can. Okay. So this young lady we have over here in the box here, and I can say that because I'm an old man, so I gotta say that. But this young lady we have over here is I think a lot of people are sleeping on Lynn, to be honest with you. I think Lenny has been sneaking around behind the scenes, helping folks out, being a positive force for good, trying to convince people that character matters and that kind of thing. And she is another example of someone like Chad. And what I mean by that, thank you, Boo.
I'm sorry,
is she's been through some things in her life. And she has made the effort to come out of that and try to turn it into positive things and to be a positive influence on the people around her. Hey, Chuck, good to see you, buddy. And I'm a fan. I'm a big fan of Lenny and have been for quite a while. Chad knows that. Anybody that knows me knows that. I'm a fan of her art. She is a multimedia artist. She does all different kinds of art, including poetry. A lot of y'all probably didn't know that. She is incredibly talented, very thoughtful. I've heard story after story about how she has said something positive that it inspired someone, or how she has been there for somebody to lift them up when they were having a rough time. So I'm super stoked to have her on finally, and it's good to have you here, Lenny. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me. I'm so honored.
Oh, the honor is ours. Absolutely.
I've been waiting for this moment.
well, as I showed you, you had migrated your way till you were literally the top name on the list. So it is well earned. There's nobody that deserves a spotlight shined on them more than this lady right here. We had a in our previous conversation, as we do. It was really nice to get to talk to you, Lenny. It was an absolute pleasure to get to know a little bit more about you, and I thank you for taking the time to do that. I know that you're a busy lady, and it was very kind of you to take some time and sit down and chat with me. So thank you for doing that.
Thank you.
Now, what we're going to do tonight is we're going to have a conversation with Lenny, and periodically she's going to show us some art, and periodically she might read us a poem. Every once in a while, she might just tell us a little something about herself. So without further ado, we're going to move Lenny to the big box. And we are going to, once again, thank you for being here. And why don't you start out by just telling us a little bit, just some basics, a little bit about yourself. Whatever you'd like to share with us, just the basics.
Okay, well, first I'll start off by telling you how I got into art. I started drawing in second grade is when I realized I could draw. And I don't remember what it was that I drew, but everyone around me was like, oh my God, that's cool, that's awesome, you know, all the kids, you know. And it made me feel like, oh my God, wow, I can do something that everybody likes. It's special, you know, there's something special about me. And then from there, I just took it off from there. I just started drawing everywhere and all the time, whenever I could. And I basically put it aside when I had my son at 16. I had my son early, so I put my art aside because I didn't want to be the mom that's like, stop shaking the table, you know, I'd be yelling at my kids. So I was like, you know,
Right.
it's not their fault. So I was just like, let me just put it aside because it was just too aggravating. Thank you. I love you guys too. And so when my kids grew up, then I got back into it, and I was okay back then. I could draw things, and it was mainly line work, you know, mostly lines. And then I didn't know how to do the shading or anything. I found out I'm a self-taught artist, so I had to teach myself. I'd look at a lot of videos, do a lot of research. I would go to YouTube and I would like see an artist that I wanted to be like, and I'd be like, I'm going to do that. And I would pause it and I would catch up to them, and I would pause it and catch up to them, and that's how I learned. And then I was like, oh wow, this is how they do shading, you know? So it was like I had to learn the hard way. So and then I would practice, and I just basically, oh, I'm talking too loud, my man's sleeping. I would practice and just any chance I could. I worked a full-time job, and I would just practice and practice and practice. And for those out here, I just want to share a little story. About 9 years ago, 8 or 9 years ago, I had some coworkers. I wanted to quit my job, and I was like, I'm going to just do my art. And I heard people saying, oh, she's not good enough. She's not going to make it, you know. And it did hurt my feelings, you know. It hurt my feelings at first, and they were actually right. I wasn't that good. I was okay, but I wasn't that good. Not good enough to quit my job and make a living. But it put fire under me, you know, under my butt, so to speak. And I was like, I'm going to show them. I'm going to show these people that I am good enough. And every moment I did, I practiced. On my days off, that's what you saw me doing, was just posting videos and posting my pictures and just practicing and doing the best I can to get to where I am now. And so for everybody out there, don't ever take anybody saying you're not good enough as your ending point. Keep going, keep working, keep practicing. Yes, it takes time, it takes patience, but you just keep going. Don't let anybody say you're not enough or you're not good enough. And that's another thing that I would like to do. I would like to be able to teach other people how to do this, so they don't have to work as hard as I had to finding all these little tips. But another thing about that is I just want to explain that I was always a manager in my jobs. And my part of being a manager was making sure the people that I train are on the same level as me or better than me. And that's my job as a manager. And that says something about me, that I want someone to be better than I am. And that's the same way I take an art. When I teach somebody, I want them to be on the same level with me or better than me, because that says a lot about me as a person, that I will praise somebody for doing better than I am. You know what I mean? So I'm not that artist that will be like, oh, they're not good enough, or I can't share with you, or I can't give you this tip because, oh, you're just not there yet. You know what I mean? I'm not that artist. I'm the one that's helping everybody. I'm that positive person. I'm that like upbeat. Like, I don't like negativity. I don't like drama. So I'm the one that's the peacemaker, and like trying to get positivity in there, even if it's just one word, like keep it positive, people, you know. And
Right.
there's moments that I'm comical. When I was at work or I get to know somebody, then I'm a comedian. I make up words for songs. I sing songs and just make up words. I used to do it at work all the time to make people laugh. I love making people laugh. All my work people love me, and they still follow me to this day because I was that great manager. I was the one busting my butt along with them, not you do that, and I'll be over here sitting back. You know what I'm saying? I was busting my butt along with them, and more so. And they used to call me Lynn Diesel or Lightning Land because I was fast and I was busting my butt. So, anyway, I just wanted to share those
That's
few little
wonderful.
things about me. I'm, I guess you could say I'm like probably one of the kindest people you'll ever meet. My brother James is in here. I call him my brother, but he's my cousin. He's the male version of me. He's the kindest and funniest guy you'll ever meet. So he's like my male version. I call him my twinnie because he's just like me, you know.
Right on.
Let's
That's
see what
awesome.
else I want to do. Okay, so as you said, I do poems too. I do poems, and I'm like multi-talented. Don't ask me where I get it from, but I am. I pretty much everything I try, I do pretty good at it when it comes to art stuff. I've done wedding gowns. I've done accessories for weddings, and also I do poems. And I want to share a little bit about those things that I do for people. I have done wedding gowns for people for free. I have done wedding accessories for people as my gift to them, because just that's just how I am. I've done poems for people for most of my poems are for funerals or for like for the heart. So if someone passes away and my heart compels me to do a poem for them, and it's pretty much like a message left behind. I find out somebody's daughter has cancer, and my heart tells me I gotta write for them. So I write poems, and I also do portraits for free sometimes for people when it comes to the heart. Those things you can't put a price on, and if your heart tells you to do it, you just gotta do it. And I just want to share a few poems with you guys. One is one that's read at a lot of funerals. I mean, a lot of funerals, because this one's my best one. And then the other one I'll share with you, I did for my boss. I used to be a administrative assistant for this, I don't know what you call him, a designer. He did houses. He built houses at the beach in Delaware. He built a lot of houses. And he got cancer 8 months into me working with him, and he was like my best favorite boss. I mean, he was amazing. It was my first time being administrative assistant too, so he taught me a lot. But he ended up getting cancer, and I did a poem for him and then a picture of an angel for him to give to him. And luckily he got to read it and everything before he passed away. But I'll read that one to you guys first. I got to walk over here real quick to the poem. Okay, this one is called Blueprints of Our Lives, and this is written as if you're a designer or a construction worker. So some of the words, if you are into wood and designing and things like that, buildings, you'll get it. All right, the blueprints of our lives. Before we arrive, our blueprints are made. With this design, we should not be afraid. The stairway's path is for us alone to climb. All knowledge received to us comes with time. Talents are given, from God we are blessed. Angels spread wings, guide us through the rest. Use life protractors to keep accurately on track. Traces of compassion and emotion we mustn't lack. Being less selfish, experiencing all for ourselves. Build up hearts, let forgiveness fill the shelves. Adjusting life plots changes our path's cue. Vigorously holding faith, judgment will be few. With unlimited depth, let love conquer our souls. Possessing iron wills helps us to reach our goals. Precious is all life we shall see before the end, giving, not taking on all proposals we will send. Drawing the conclusion that while we are here, the reason for loving should always be clear. Oh, I was real close, wasn't I? Okay, that's the one I did for my boss. And then I'll just share this last one with you guys, and then I'll share my artwork with you. Okay, I did another one. I did a really good one too that I can't find right now. I did when I graduated valedictorian, but I can't find that right now. And this one is called A Message Left Behind, and this one is the one that's written at a lot of funerals. This is called A Message Left Behind. Do not cry for me, for now I am without tears. Smile for the happy moments we shared throughout the years. Do not mourn for me, for now I mourn no more. Let the memories I left behind be what you're living for. Do not worry for me, for now I am worry-free. Cast away the painful thoughts, replace them with my memory. Do not be afraid for me, for now I have no fear. Take peace in knowing we will meet again, so wipe away that tear. Do not feel pain for me, for now my pain is diminished. I have followed my life path, my time here has been finished. Do not judge others, for we have our own lessons to learn. Experience life to the fullest, spreading love with every turn. Do not miss me too much, for I am no longer lost. I'll stop in from time to time, no matter what the cost. Do not let your heart ache so, for this was my destiny. I left you something so very precious, a child that's part of me. Do not forget my touch, my smell, the very essence that was mine. Remember how precious each moment truly is, and you will do just fine. Now, this one I actually wrote for a friend of mine, a coworker. Her son was killed. Oh, I'm sorry. Her son was unalived when he opened the door. Someone knocked on his door, and they pew-pewed him. His pregnant wife was upstairs, and he didn't survive. And I did the poem for his mother. So that's where that came from. And then a lot of other funerals have read it since then. So basically, and I don't know where I get it from. I don't know where I get the words from. It just happens to come, and I just do it. So there's the poem for it. Oh, thanks, guys.
Beautiful.
And,
Hey, Lenny.
Yeah.
Maybe take a minute, and you got a lot of people in the chat who love you. So maybe just take a second and shout out your friends who are here to support you.
Oh, don't make me cry. Thank you, guys. I thank you all for being here with me anyway and supporting me. That means so much to me. Aw. Yeah, Ida's my girl.
Hey, Nelly. Kira Wilson, Art, Nelly,
Thank
Boo
you
Boo
guys so
Kitty.
much.
Hey, Boo Boo.
Hey,
Miss
Nelly.
Ida
Thanks
Brown.
for coming in.
OMG Sunshine, Lita, Jason, Wafty. Yeah, so look, you are a beloved figure for good reason. You're a you're very thoughtful in your way, and you try, it seems, always to find some measure of kindness in whatever it is that you're doing. You're a super creative artist. Like we talked about before, you do this multimedia, you can almost do any type of art. But you have this really professional approach, which I like as well. Because I believe that's key. I think if you want to be successful and sell your art, you have to have a professional approach, because the type of people that want to buy art in a serious way are oftentimes serious people.
Exactly.
So I have a lot of respect for your game, I guess is what I'm saying. You keep it professional, and I think that's good for the entire art community, because you kind of set a standard, if that makes sense. And I know that it inspires some people to kind of to
my
reach
daughter's
that.
here. My daughter's here. Hey, babes. Oh my God, Sunshine. That's my daughter, Tiara. Thank you. And she said I'm the best mom. Thank you.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So you mentioned when we were talking that you felt like maybe the reason you care so much about other people is that there were parts of your life, especially when you were younger, where you didn't receive that. And
Exactly.
you don't want other people to experience those things, that the negative stuff that you've experienced. And
Exactly.
it reminds me in a lot of ways of Chad, who's another guy that's been through a lot in his life, and he chooses to turn that around into something positive rather than a negative. And that takes an exceptional amount of courage. People like to talk about courage. And it always has to do with fighting of some sort. But I would argue that it takes more courage to stand out front and try to guide people to a better way. And I think that's what you
Exactly.
do.
Yeah, you're right on point. I was came from a very abusive family, um, mentally, physically. I mean, and I was the only one that was treated that way out of all the siblings, so I don't know why. I don't know what the difference is. But I'm not going to get into detail about it all, but it made me it made me who I am today. It made me kind,
Yeah.
it made me understanding, it made me passionate, and it made me patient and understanding of other people. I'm not the bully.
Hmm.
I've been bullied before, and I know how that feels, so I'll be the one there trying to make someone else feel better about themselves and, trying to uplift people. It made me a better mom for sure. Like my daughter said, I mean, I tried. I'm not perfect, but I tried to be a good mom. And I'm real close to both my kids, my son and my daughter. My daughter's a mama's girl, and my boy's a mama's boy. Because I took a lot of time, patience, and care. I didn't have to hit my kids. I did a lot of talking. So if that made sense, I didn't have to discipline them in that way. I did a lot of talking. My son, I could just give him this look like, you better stop doing that. And he would stop. And my daughter, I would do it, and she would start laughing because I was so goofy and silly with her. And she'd be like, ha ha ha. And I'm like, I'm being serious. And all I had to do was raise my voice to her, and she'd be like in tears. So it was like pretty easy. I
Yeah.
did a lot of talking with my kids.
So you broke
Yeah.
the cycle. You broke that cycle of
Exactly.
violence, though. You are a person that breaks the cycle, and you you do that in your own way by being compassionate and caring and thoughtful and so it's a beautiful thing, and to have your daughter come in and what better compliment to a parent, right, than your
Yeah,
daughter show
absolutely.
up to your
That's
event
pretty
and
cool.
talk about how cool mom is. Now, I don't think you'll ever see Chad's daughter do that. I don't even think she likes him.
Oh
But
no, yeah, they go through this
Oh.
phase when they're teenagers. She went through this phase where, I mean, at first, like at 16 years old, we'd be walking through a carnival, and this girl's arm in arm with me, with her head on my shoulder, and I'd be like, "Does anybody see this? Does anybody see this?" Usually, the kids are running around being crazy, and this girl's on my arm, you know. But they
I,
go through this phase where
Like,
mom this and mom that, and mom can't do this, and they go through that phase, but then they come back around.
keeping
They'll
my
come back
fingers
around.
crossed.
I was partially kidding there. This man puts his daughter to bed every night, and they have a little routine they go through, and
Yes.
she definitely loves her daddy, but
Oh,
Wait till
yeah.
they hit the
but I
teens.
don't know why, Lenny.
Yeah.
I have no idea why.
I don't know why either.
Well,
He
I can be
has none of
silly.
your.
Can I say that word since it's in the song, Daddy? No, you may not.
So Lenny was kind enough to say that for folks that had questions, feel free to drop those in the chat, and we'll get to them as we can. Please keep it professional. Don't be
I'll
asking
rock your
crazy
sock,
things. Yeah, or he'll rock 'em sock you. And Chad, this
Yo.
would be a good time if you had any thoughts or any questions or anything you'd like to say.
Man, I was just excited to have Lynn on. I was actually telling my wife about it beforehand. I was like, this piece? And she's like, yeah. And this piece, actually, yeah. I was like, she's going to be on. So yeah, I was pretty excited about that, and
Thanks.
it's always nice to meet another multifaceted artist. It's very cool, and it's very nice to meet someone who says the same thing that I say. I don't know where this comes from. So that I know that feeling. I didn't know I could carve just over a year ago. So you know, but here we are.
Thanks, Nelly. I'm glad you guys think so. I don't feel it, but thank you. That's why I never come on live, because I just don't feel myself right now, because I'm going through stuff right now.
Well,
That's all right.
you mentioned when we were talking, you said that if you allow yourself to be inspired by others, you will inspire others. And if you lift up other people up, then you'll be lifted up. It's almost like you have this philosophy of kind of living the world that you would like to see around you. And I think that's a beautiful thing, because you basically wander around and mimic some pretty positive behaviors that people should probably copy.
Message.
Yeah. You're kind of a living example of how someone can overcome things and be a positive influence on those around here. But the thing is, Lenny, you lead with your heart, right? You of all the people that I've interviewed, you are right up there at the top of folks. I think that you are driven by your heart. You're not motivated by money or fame or any of the clout or any of that stuff. You are literally a lady that is led by her heart, I believe.
You guys, stop. You're going to make me cry.
She lives what she preaches.
I'm reading the comments. It's so nice. Thank you.
A lot of love.
That's really sweet. Yeah,
So-
I just believe in lifting other people. That's one of my mottos. Lift other, like I said in all my platforms. It says, "Be inspired by others, and you will inspire. Lift others, and you shall be lifted." In other words, show kindness, and it will come back to you. Basically, if I say to another artist, "Wow, I really admire your work. You know, it's amazing," then that's just going to come back. Maybe not by that person, but another person's going to come back and say that same thing to me one day, you know, and lift me up. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically what that means. I try to put out into the world what I would like back, basically. And, you know, like if I wasn't given compassion, then I give out compassion. You know, if I wasn't given the love and respect, then I want to give out love and respect to people. And I don't do negativity, and I don't do drama. I'm the peacemaker person. Like I said, I'm there trying to keep positive going. Come on. Keep your mind turned this way to the positive, guys. Come on, let's not go to the negative. Because, you know, it doesn't help you to worry and to stress, because everything always turns out okay anyway. Usually, right?
That goes a lot along the lines of Chad and I have had many conversations about strategy and kind of trying how to move, you might say, and it's not always easy, right? It's not always straightforward as to, you know, how to best handle every situation. So you kind of got to lead with your heart. You got to go with what you believe is right. But you got to have the courage of your convictions. And I believe you have that, and you live it. And a lot of people have convictions, but they don't have the courage of their convictions. they like to talk a lot about what they're going to do or what should be done or whatever, but they don't actually live it. And I would have to give you the highest compliment that I can. You actually walk the walk. You actually live according to how you say you treat people the way you think people should be treated. You approach.
Okay.
I mean, I don't like to bring religion into things, but I try to walk as if God's watching. If that makes sense to everybody.
I
I
got
just,
you.
I don't go to
Sure.
church. I don't go to church, but I'm very spiritual, and I did used to go to church. But I always carry myself as if God's watching. So, I mean, it's the same thing as when you're in a job. Always carry yourself as if your boss could be right there in front of you ordering something, and you have to treat them with respect and with dignity and grace, you know. And you don't know that's your boss, but you treat everybody that way because you never know, you know. So
Yes.
basically, that's just how I look at things.
OMG Sunshine points out that life plus art can be challenging. It needs positive influences and the encouragement to not give up. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh, that's my daughter.
Raised them right,
Imagine
Mama.
that. Imagine that, Mama.
Girl.
So you're a poet, and you also, I don't see any evidence behind you at all. but it appears that you also do other types of art besides poetry. Would you care to share any of that with us? Let's break it up.
I'm gonna flip my
Let's
camera
make.
and I'll show you. The drawings behind me are usually for me. That's my practice. That's how I better myself. And it's like, okay, I see something that inspires me, I'm going to draw it. So that's what I do. So
Hey,
most
Lenny.
of that is all for me, behind me. The rest of the stuff is like either commission work or my paintings and stuff. Let me
Can
flip
I-
my
Can I
camera.
just add in here right now is when I usually would need to remind the guests, take your time showing your
Okay.
art. Don't just flash it up and run off if people want to see what Linscreative is doing. So take your
Okay,
time,
so-
talk about it a little, you got plenty of time.
We'll start here. These paintings, oil paintings that I'm going to show you on the wall, these are like 7 years ago. When I was in Florida, I did a lot of beach scenes, water scenes, and things like that because my plan was to put them in a gallery or whatever. So that's what I was doing. A lot of beach scenes and oceans and water and things. This is an oil painting too.
Whew.
Good Lord.
This was
Lenny.
7 years ago also.
For real? Get
Yeah.
out of here.
And yeah, that's when I wasn't that good. Okay.
Y'all hear what she just said?
Here's a bridge. This is 7 years ago too, where you can see the cityscape. So that's 7 years ago, and then I'm going to jump over to here because this one's also 7 years ago. This one on the wall.
I'd like to remind you folks that Lenny does do commissions. You can reach out to her directly through her DMs. Coming soon, you will be able to find her like you can find many of the other artists on this platform in my bio. So,
These are oil paintings.
Yikes.
See if I can get this one in here. I did have them hanging on the wall, but then I changed and put my pictures of my drawings up of my pencils.
Oh.
Yeah, this is my favorite, working on black paper with white pencils or color pencils. This was 7 years ago also.
I got a little something like that in my barn.
Okay, and then these are recent ones that I did. This was my Bob Lawson.
make sure you go slow enough. Everybody kind of has time to digest each piece, Lenny.
Okay. That's my Bob Rawson moment.
Is that a dog or dogs walking down the trail?
It's a deer.
A deer. Right on. I don't have my glasses on. I just saw
Mama
something.
and a
walking
baby
by.
deer. And that was me practicing from somebody on YouTube. can.
Very cool. Oh,
The shadow is, it's like, it's bent. So it's making it look awkward.
oh man, that's
Wow.
incredible. Unbelievable. Yeah, that's amazing.
And then this is a commission piece. This is pastel. This is for
Get
someone.
out here.
Yep, this is pan pastel.
That's what?
Pan pastel. The pastels in the cake pans.
Uh-huh. Wow.
Right?
Damn.
Lynn's creative, ladies and gentlemen. Do not sleep on Lenny. I'm telling you. Hey, Dirty 530.
Here's the picture I did for Gin.
Yo!
Look at that.
That is incredible. Pirate ship. Arr. Love it.
I'm working on it because I want to make the palm trees better.
I love it. It's amazing.
Yeah, I do on purses also.
Wait, what? You do it on purses also?
Yeah, this is
Get
a
out of
purse.
it.
Purses.
That's awesome, Lenny.
I got them on shoes
Whoa.
also. I did
Really?
this for a contest on the purses.
Oh, we might have to talk about some Chuck Taylors then,
Hold
girl.
on, let me show you my. I did these shoes too, and then another
Oh.
pair I gave to my sister. Dragonflies.
Oh, man, that's awesome. Oh,
And I also am doing miniature things and rocks and stuff because I want to start doing flea markets to try to make some more money that way. I'm trying to go slow enough for you.
Wow.
don't forget,
Whoa.
folks, if you have questions for Lenny, you can drop them in the chat.
Yes, you can.
She's covering a lot of territory, y'all.
This one's a good one. This one I resined.
Oh, wow.
It's not a plaque, it's a guy fishing. It's a slated plaque.
Wow.
My favorite technique is the black paper with the white. It's just fun. Very fun. And oops, I gotta turn my light on so you know.
Hey, when you're doing the paper with the black, this probably sounds like an ignorant question because it is. Do you have to think in reverse? Do you have to take away the material you would usually leave?
No, basically, what is white is would normally typically be black. Basically, that makes sense.
Gotcha. But
So
I
instead
mean,
of doing pencil, like graphite pencil, you're doing a white pencil. That's all.
I got you. I got you. Oh, cool. That has inklings of can do with the color play in those.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this is color pencil on the black paper.
We have someone asking if you've ever painted with coffee before.
No, I've heard of that though, but I've never have. Exactly. Yes, you need to take me up on teaching you because I definitely will.
Yes, Courtney. Courtney is an artist in her own right. Much like Kiki, nobody knows that either. But well, they do, but not enough people. Oh wow, Lenny. What is that one on the left there? Oh my goodness. Man, oh man.
I'm gonna go slow. Usually I can do these really fast.
Oh, I love that one too. Look at the eyes. Oh my goodness. Whoo. Yo. Y'all, Lenny is just an absolutely prolific artist. Like any medium, any style. I'm telling y'all, do not sleep on this lady. She is incredible. And it's a lot of hard work she put into being able to do this. That's amazing.
Hands are so hard, but you did that so amazing.
Lynn, the portrait queen, absolutely, Lita.
Oh no, big Snoop.
This is 7 years ago.
Dog.
Might have to.
That was 7 years ago.
Yeah. Whoa. Wow, wow, wow.
Yippee-yo, yippee-yay. Ah, I love it. Little kitten. Lenny, Electra would like to know, what is your longest painting you ever painted? I'm assuming time-wise, maybe is what.
I'll show you in a minute. I forgot to show you guys that one. I'll show it to you.
It was 18 feet long and only 2 inches wide. It was the longest painting. Oh, I've seen that one and I love it.
These are just incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Look at that. Oh my God. The pitting in the steel in the casing. Are you serious? And like the reflection? Ugh. Oh, wow. Whoa.
Look at those eyes again.
Yeah, this is a girl. This was my ex-boyfriend's daughter. She's my favorite muse. I use her a lot because she's very beautiful. I've drawn her several times.
Right, Ida? She has her own art show. Absolutely. The artist version of Woodward playing guitar. Absolutely, buddy. Ah, dragon. The dragon queen. Khaleesi.
But yeah, these are all my practice pieces, I guess you could say, because I strive to be as realistic as I can. And so the more I do, the better I get, basically.
Wow, that was amazing.
Look at her hands.
God dang.
And here's my bumblebee.
That's badass.
So, I mean, I could drill anything, really. I've done houses for people, cars, but my main thing is people. I've always done people, especially women. Women are beautiful.
That's amazing.
See her sweater.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, the sweater is true. Awesome.
You got those eyes down.
Man, she does. She does. Absolutely amazing. If you got Kira Wilson loving it, you know something's up.
Right?
Trying to show you all the details of her hands.
Chip just quit art, Lens. We might better end the show because people are starting to quit their art careers now. Hey, what was the sax player?
Don't quit. Keep going.
What was the sax player? Can you go back to that one? Oh, wow. Beautiful. Wow. Unreal.
You gotta go back. Yes, that one right there. What? Lynn. Gah.
And then this is 7 years ago. This is 7 years ago.
Oh, wow. For real, though. Good God.
Okay, and I'm gonna, oh, here's one more I want to show you. Oh, wait a minute, I didn't show you these. This is a person here on TikTok. She used to be a pro host. I don't know if she still is now. Here's another dragon.
Oh, purple dragon. Yes. I'm Batman.
You beat me to it.
Haha.
Okay, and I'll show you this one, then I'll show you the oil painting
Oh,
that
wow.
I'm working on.
God dang. Those eyes on that. Jeez.
Okay, I forgot to show you these prints.
Ah! Yo! Get out of here, Lenny. That's it, folks. Turn in your pencils, your paint, your pens.
This oil
Lenny has
painting
taken
is
over the
taking me
art world.
forever. I'm not done this. I'm still working on her. Her body's great looking, but I still have to work on her face.
Wow.
Background.
Go ahead, turn in your art supplies, folks. It's over. Lenny has broken the art world.
Oh no, there's many artists out there that are way better than I am. I still have a lot more to go. Oh, this I'm working on. Hold on.
She's
Turn my light off.
folks.
This I'm working on today for just little pictures that I'm doing to sell at the flea market.
Little coonies.
Your niece.
Nice.
So, Lenny, if somebody wanted to purchase one of these items, hey, there's Pamela Walsh Arts. We were talking about multi-talented artists earlier.
Yeah, there she is.
Lenny, if somebody wanted to purchase some of these pieces, would they be available, and how would they do that?
Yes, these are all like they'll be available. And hold on a minute, why is this acting weird? The eyes looking weird. This is Touch by Tay's mother. I'm doing commission piece.
Touched by Tay, incredible artist.
She's another amazing artist on here. And then this is her husband. I think I might have a filter on. I think that's why it's looking a little weird. This is her husband. And this is her son. These are all commission pieces that I just did for her. But yes, if you can contact me on Lynn's Creative Edge on all platforms, just if you Google it, you'll see Lynn's Creative Edge. And then just contact me through that. And then, let me turn my camera back around. Whoops, hold on. I hit the wrong button. Okay, yeah, you just contact me through Lynn's Creative Edge on all platforms. Facebook, it's my name, Elizabeth Melinda Townsend. Or Lynn's Creative Edge, you can find me that way too, but I don't post that much on Facebook under Lynn's Creative Edge. I just kind of stopped because I do too much on my regular page anyway. So, but yeah, on Instagram, there's another art one that I go on, but I hardly ever post on that one. Nextdoor app, I get a lot of business from Nextdoor app. Or where am I? Where am I from? I'm actually from Delaware and Jersey. That's where I grew up at. But I moved to Florida, and I was in Florida for 9 years, and we lost everything in Hurricane Ian. So we moved here to Virginia because we lost everything. We got flooded out and lost everything. So basically, we started over. We were in a tent for 3 months, living in a tent. It was horrible. So, yeah, all the hurricanes that's happening lately, we're just kind of glad we sold when we did, because we have a feeling that we would have not been able to sell. Oh, thanks, Electra. I appreciate you, baby.
Lenny, you have some amazing artists in here. Nelly Artistic Energy, Pamela Walsh Arts, Kira Wilson Art, among many, many others. But you are, I just wanted to point that out. You are well respected in a whole variety of communities on this platform and off of this platform.
I hope so, because I love all the artists on here. I appreciate all the artists. I think everyone is amazing, and I love that everyone has their own thing. You know, everyone has their own thing that they're good at, and I love that. I love to see all the talent from everybody, different talent. I think it's amazing.
See, determination and passion and abundance is beautiful. Absolutely, Moose. Absolutely. Are there any folks out there that have any questions for Lenny or would like to see any particular pieces of art?
Well, yeah, I have much more, but I'm just not going to pull it all out. My books. I got a lot in my book, but that's where these all came from. They were in my books, and I wasn't able to display them or show anybody what I could do, so I started hanging them on the walls. I'd like to get frames for them eventually. Thank you. Appreciate that, everybody.
Kira Wilson was asking if you had a website.
No,
I believe not yet.
I don't have a website, and also in the future, I would love to make prints. That's something that I want to do, but I just don't have the printer right now or the finances to get that right now. But eventually, I would like to be doing that. But that's why I'm starting to work on flea market stuff, so I can go to the flea market and make some extra money on the side. Because there's no steady income coming in with a full-time artist.
So feel free to help her do that today, folks. Don't be afraid to buy a piece of art. Lita here would like to know if you could make her an elixir so that she can do that.
What's an elixir?
Do you make like an elixir, like something you would drink that is a magic potion kind of thing?
Oh, okay.
What's the Moose? I believe it was Moose. Yeah. What's the best piece of advice for beginners on doing a realistic portrait?
Shading. Blending stumps are your friend. That's where you get your shading from. And it took me forever to figure it out. I just found out by watching other people. This, and also a tissue. If you use a tissue, that's how I do like the main skin. I do a tissue across the whole thing, and that's how I get the main skin. But then this is like for like around the nose and just darker areas. And you just basically pull the graphite or the pencil from like the hair or somewhere else that you have it on the paper, and then you just bring it over to wherever you need it. Do lightly, because if you go too dark, it's harder to get it back off again. So always start lightly. But yeah, I would love to be able to have a teaching platform on here, but I don't know how to do it yet. So I'll be working on that eventually.
Kira mentions that I'm not familiar with this but cat print, CATPRINT, might be a good thing to look into, but there's a lead time. I tend to listen to what Kira says because she knows some stuff. So cat print, that might be helpful, folks.
PA, I've been creating since second grade, but I put it aside, and so the last, I'd say 10 or 11, maybe 12 years, I've been vigorously practicing to get to this point.
What's up, Eric?
Have
you ever thought of
Eric?
Eric the airbrush artist in the house? Electra would like to know, Lenny, have you ever thought about making an educational video on how to's or how not to do? I think you answered that.
Yeah, I would like to do that. I actually bought 2 cameras when I first moved here to start doing videos like that, but I don't know how to take the video and then bring it to the computer with it. You know what I mean? I don't know how to do all that. I think I might be missing a piece. I might be missing something to bring it to the computer.
Moose, I think, is pretty knowledgeable about such things. You might reach out to Moose and see if he's got any information that might be helpful. That's another thing I would encourage you to do, chat. Folks that are in the chat, if you hear an artist on the show that has a need, feel free to reach out and help them out. That's part of why we're doing it. Look, right there. There we go, right there. Moose said we can help. Lenny, you may think about getting in touch with Moose as well. And whatever that program was or that thing was that Kira mentioned would probably be helpful as well. Cat something.
I missed it. How do you spell that?
Let's go back and see here.
Is it a K or?
It's a C. I'll go back and find it here. It's cat print.
It was cat print with a C.
CATPRINT.
Cat print, and that's to get prints of your work.
I believe that's what she was referring to. Yes.
Yeah. She says she can point different places for print, websites, and online shops. And yes, she verified cat print.
Yeah, I mean, I've only made prints once in my life, and that was I took it to a drugstore and made prints that way. But we're like in the boonies right now, so. So,
if there's anybody out there that is able to help Lenny with that, please reach out to her. Please hit her in the DMs and tell her you've got some knowledge that might be helpful. If there's anybody on the platform that helps other people, it's Lenny. So please don't be afraid to reach out and see if you might have something that would be helpful to Lenny. Yes, and it's a lower price point. You can get a free paper sample too. Right on. Kira definitely knows some stuff. So amazing. Thank you, Kira. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Moose says they might also be able to help with that teaching people online thing. Absolutely, because Moose and can do like a co-broadcast thing. So Moose knows something about the technology side of things. Kira Wilson is saying if you ever have any questions, she's more than happy to help.
I would highly advise that.
I would 100% recommend that reaching out to Kira Wilson Art if she's willing to help you, because she certainly can help you.
I second that motion.
100%, 100%. That's like having as a guitar maker, that would be like if Les Paul called me up and said, "Hey, I got some advice for you." I'd probably listen.
Yeah.
Yes. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kira.
Yes, y'all. That would be wonderful. Yeah, if the only thing that happened out of this live is that a couple people were able to help, and that wasn't our intention. That isn't what we were thinking when we started this. But there are people in the chat who have the knowledge that you might need, and if we can put everybody in the same place together, then awesome. That'd be amazing. And I look for whoever it is out there, for what it's worth, I 100% 10 toes down stand behind Lenny. Lenny is an amazing person, and your help would not be wasted. Lenny is the kind of person that passes it along. So thank you for everybody that's reaching out. And Karma, we're expecting. Look, now here's something else I would like to encourage. Courtney, I went on a live with Eve's Artistry for 6 hours, my first time ever, and painted a dragon. So I would challenge Courtney to get with Lenny here and do a lesson.
We're only an hour away from each other. My man works in the town that she lives in.
Yes, Betty Jean. Yes. So Courtney, me and Chad are calling you out. Get your ass over there and get a lesson from Linscreativeedge right now, Courtney. Right now, we're watching you, Courtney. Get your shit in order, Courtney, and get over there and get a lesson and get back doing the art thing.
That's right. It's a challenge.
That's
and I'm
right.
not charging you, girl, so it's free. It's free.
You got no excuses. No excuses.
What a bargain
I got
for
the
you.
supplies. You don't even have to bring any art supplies. I got the supplies.
Oh, my
I'll tell
Lord.
you what kind of supplies do you need for that? What kind of supplies are necessary for that? Like a canvas?
It depends on what she wants to do. Just paper and I really like working on the grayscale paper and the tan tone paper. Preferably, that's what I like working on for pencil. But you can work on the white or any kind of all medium paper. But I have canvases galore here. I have paint galore here. Let me see if I can show you guys look at all my stuff.
Take care, Kiki. Thanks for stopping through, boo.
Well, thank you, beautiful. Appreciate you coming in.
Kira says, I sent a message to you, so you'll have that if you need any info from me.
Thank you.
Just so it doesn't get lost. Right on. And I would reiterate, if Kira Wilson Art reached out to me and said, hey, I think you should do X, Y, and Z, I would do X, Y, and Z.
Well,
exactly. She's an amazing artist. Amazing.
Let me just say, Kira Wilson Art did reach out to me and said you should do XYZ, and I did do XYZ.
Absolutely.
Just saying. Thank you, Kira. There's a lot of Kira Wilson love around our camps, that's for sure.
And you find some of the changes we make here and there are because of ideas that Kira had. So we put a lot of faith in her.
Yes.
Courtney, Mama wants you to get it to Lynn and get a free session. I love it. I love it.
I'm home all week by myself. My man goes to work, but she can come on the weekends or whatever. It doesn't matter.
There you go.
We can hang out, do some art.
Y'all heard it here first.
Whatever you want. If you want to paint, if you want to just pencil, I could teach you the whole face, how to shade, everything. I want you to be as good as me or better than me.
Black paper. Bob mentioned I should try black paper. I'm down. Right on. All right. It sounds like the challenge has been accepted. We expect photographs. We need documented evidence.
Black paper. Yeah, I love working on black paper.
Crazy Pink Chick, thank you for stopping through. It's good to see you. Speaking of talented folks.
Yeah.
Lenny, is there anything that we haven't covered that you wanted to cover? Anything we hadn't talked about that you wanted to talk about?
I'm trying to see because I did write some notes. I think I covered it.
You might notice, Lenny, I got a few notes around here too.
I tend to ramble on sometimes. So I hope I kept on track pretty much.
You're doing amazing. You're absolutely incredible.
You guys reminded me, I have another black canvas sitting in my painting studio waiting to be painted. I might have to break that out now. Y'all gotta go and look at this. You started the fever.
Yeah, I think I pretty much covered everything. I mean, when I first I do I paint on wood stuff too. I just do everything.
Moose also sent you a message, and I have a lot of faith in Moose as well.
Thank you,
Yes.
Moose and Kira. I appreciate you guys so much. I appreciate everybody in here showing the love. And I'm so honored that I finally got to be on the Gin show with Gin and Chadster.
You even caught him with a skin suit on. We didn't even have to see him running around, little naked alien guy.
And it's still good fitting too.
Not too bad.
I mean, it's got some wrinkles, but I can't do anything about that.
It's all that time you've been putting in, man. It's all that time you've been putting in carving. It's good for you, I think.
I know. I've been making piles of sawdust.
That's good. It even helps your complexion and your attitude. I mean, it's all just better when you get to carve.
I know. Carving makes life
Thanks for coming in,
better.
Jason. Thank you so much. I appreciate the love. Thank you.
Hanson.
What up, Hanson? How's it going, brother?
Of course, I would help anybody out. I want to teach. I think it'd be a pleasure to teach someone.
You're one of his friends from the mothership. Yes. Indeed.
I mean, it takes time and patience, but I think everybody can draw.
Whew. Me and a couple other people.
Say stick figures. Well, if you had the patience, and patience means trying it again and again and again until you get it right. Not trying it once and then saying, "Oh, I can't do it," and you're done. You just gotta have patience. If you have patience, you can do it. I mean, when I was in second grade, I just drew one thing and it was okay and everybody loved it. But it took me a lot of practice to get even better.
Moose said we're gonna test that by going on an adventure. Oh, Moose.
Nice. Yeah.
And enjoying the journey. That's right. Super
yes,
enjoying
that's
the
what
journey.
I said. Call me out. Hey, Esme. Dirty 530 in the house. Good to see you, Dirty. Thanks for stopping through. Crochet with me. Thank you for stopping through as well. I've seen you. You've been in here.
Thank you, everyone, for coming in. And my daughter, thank you, Hein, for coming in.
Yeah, thank you. That's very cool. Your mom's pretty damn awesome. Just saying.
Yeah, if you haven't heard it before, your mom's pretty damn cool. We're fans of your mom.
Thank you.
A little bit.
Yeah, my daughter's a beauty. She's beautiful.
So, Chad, is there anything that you would like to add or ask or comment? Anything?
Man, I don't know. This has been very enjoyable.
Aww,
it's very cool. Not just seeing your artwork, but getting to have a conversation with you about it, and
getting to see me. Nobody ever sees me.
I was just about to say that we get to see your face, and that is very cool. Very cool. Guys that jumped in and are connecting up with Lynn to help her.
Thank you.
Yes.
This is what we do here, y'all.
Thank you. Thank you.
This is what we all do here.
Yeah.
And you guys are the gears that make the world turn.
If there is an artist on TikTok that is worthy of somebody helping her out, it is definitely Lenny. Because Lenny, the reason I know about Lenny, the reason I know of Lenny, is I noticed how she treated people before I even realized how good an artist she was. Just because of the way she moves and the way she handles her business. So thank you from me personally, Moose, Kira. Thank y'all so much. You guys are kind of what makes this whole art thing community work. People that are willing to step in and help out. So thank y'all. Appreciate it very much.
Yeah, and Moose, to answer your question, there's still a lot that I want to learn. I have an air gun down there that I haven't pulled out yet. It's brand new. I want to try to learn that. I have 2 tattoo guns that I want to learn that are brand new that I haven't pulled out yet. Well, no, I did try on some skins of the tattoo guns, but I haven't tried it on real person yet. I'm going to do it myself first. But yeah, there's things that I want to do. Just I haven't pulled those out yet.
You get that skill down, and I'll come camp out for a while.
The tattooing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
lot of people always told me you should be doing tattoos, and I was like, yeah, okay. Well, I ended up and bought two different ones. I bought the old-fashioned one, and then I bought the pen one because I figured the pen one would be easier. So, but I haven't actually pulled them out and tried them yet.
Yeah.
I think you should tattoo his head like an alien. I think Chad should get like a full head alien tattoo. Oh, wait, he might already have one. We might be looking at it.
I was a butthead that said I want a tattoo of a butt on my butt. That'd be cool. I want a picture of an alien tattooed on an alien. Yeah, that's cool.
Yes, exactly.
I put dragonflies. I'm going to put dragonflies all over me.
Nice.
I'll be one of your tester kits too. I'm down.
I'll save you a spot. I still got a few spots left, Lynn.
Betty Jean even said you could tattoo her too.
I even
look at this.
I even bought a wood burning thing too, but the wood burn I bought a cheap one, so it melted the tool inside of the wood burning thing. It melted it in there, so now I can't use it again. I only get to use it once.
Oh man.
I love that.
So, but I think I could do that too. I could probably wood burn too. I did it with my last piece. What did I do that with? Oh,
That's right, Moose.
Crosses for my nephew's. I did crosses to replace my nephew's crosses on his memorial spot, and I did the wood burning on there, and I guess it got too hot, and it burned it inside of it. Burned it up. I got to use it once.
You've already got a line of like 10 people wanting tattoos. Just telling you. It's already there. Moose pointed it out, and there's been more since then.
Oh my God.
So you need to get that down. I think we
We're
got
all
a new
gonna show
job
up
for
at
you.
Lenny's house, y'all. A meeting at Lenny's house for tattoos. We're all getting Chad aliens on our asses or something.
Yep. Yep.
That'd be cool.
I don't know. Lenny might not want to look at all those asses. We might need to pick a different body part.
She might have a problem because I don't really have an ass. She'd be like,
No.
you said you wanted this on your ass, but you go from like back to legs. Like, where am I supposed to put this?
Right. She'll have to tattoo your hip bone.
Ida, bye, my love. Thank you.
A flat surface. Yeah, your daughter said you were having a tattoo party. That's amazing. I love
So
it.
that's a story.
Amazing. Well, look, y'all. If you're not familiar yet with Lynn's Creative, then go get familiar. Check out the artwork behind her. Go look at her page. It's replete with incredible art. Turn on your notifications right now for Lenny. So when she goes live, there's folks that show up and support her. If nothing else, there's a bunch of amazing people in this community that do that show up and support folks. So thank y'all for that. And especially our favorite whimsical little birdie and our favorite antlered beast that wanders around out there and generally causes havoc in the art community. The moose is loose.
Thank you, Moose.
Free
I
alarm
love
for
how
Chad.
y'all help me. Help me. You guys are helping me, Dad, and I love it.
So if anybody has any messages for Chad's little one, now's the time to drop them in the chat.
Yeah. True story.
Lenny, is there anything you would like to cover or anything that you would like to say before we wrap things up?
I just want to thank everybody for coming in and showing love. I appreciate you all so much. It makes me feel good just you guys showing up for me. I just I'm so grateful that you guys did. I love you all, and I'm here if you ever have questions or you want to know anything about art. Just hit me up. Thank you, Boo, for coming in. I see a few of my girls in here from other places, so thank you all for coming in. And my daughter, I love you.
Take a little time. You're in no hurry. Take a little time. Shout out your people. You got a bunch of folks that came through to love on you.
I know. I wish I could. Somebody recorded it so I could read everybody's ratings. I know I missed some. I thank you, Courtney. I appreciate you, girl. Everybody coming in and showing love. I appreciate you guys so much. It means so much to me. I mean, the gifts. I always say this, even when I do my lives. The gifts are nothing to me. It's nice to get. The main thing I like is when people hang with me and people show support, tapping and showing support that way. That means so much more to me than anything. There's nothing like doing a live and having one person with you the whole time. You're doing a live and it's like you're talking to them, and then sometimes you look up and there's nobody there, and you're still talking. But that means a lot to me, is having you guys hang in here and show up and show support. That means more than anything. I appreciate it. And for you guys helping me out, wanting to help me out. That's awesome. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the great Lynn's Creative Edge, an amazing human being, absolutely incredible artist. Don't sleep on Lenny. I really feel like Lenny is a breakout artist that just, for whatever reason, not as many people know of her as they should, and we're going to do everything we can to change that around. So, Lenny, you're amazing. Your artwork is absolutely incredible. It was an honor for Chad and I to be able to have you on here.
Yes.
I really appreciate you taking my call and be willing to sit down and talk with me, and sharing that part of yourself. And you're an inspiration. You really are. You are one of those people that I believe is setting the standard. So kudos to you. Have a lot of respect for you, a lot of love for you, and I really, really appreciate you coming on the show. Thank you so much, Lenny.
Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate you both very much. I love you. I love you both. Let me just say that.
We love you back, Lenny.
Thank you so much.
We love you back.
Definitely love you back.
This guy right here, turn on your notifications. He's been on a carving spree. He also has some merch you can pick up.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a new shirt out. He's got, stickers, mugs, all that other stuff. You can even get a picture of that hideous face on a mug. You
can get it on a pillow.
That's kind of handsome, Chad. You were supposed to give us the hideous look, man. That was kind of handsome, actually.
That was supposed to be my hideous look.
You were looking sophisticated, bro. So, thanks everybody for joining us. Linscreativeedge Creative Edge, an amazing artist. Anybody that's willing to reach out and help out with those a couple areas, we really appreciate it. Anybody that would like to purchase art from Lenny, all you got to do is Google her. You'll find her. She's amazing. This guy right over here is Chad Rev Art. He's working on some amazing art pieces. He is literally carving a fence post, and it looks dope as shit. So, it's hard to go. It's hard to get, I'm assuming that's a treated lumber. It ain't, I'm assuming, right, Chad?
It is a real deal, just straight up treated fence post, like you make farm fences out of, ladies and gents. That's literally what it is. But I looked at that top and all those rings, I was like, oh lordy, that needs to be a monster.
And look at that, y'all. So he turned it into a monster. Speaking of talented people that can do all kinds of crazy stuff that's amazing, there's one right there. So turn on your notifications for Chad Rev Art. If you catch him on, please go check out his live. Make sure you're following. Make sure you got all the switches turned on for him.
All the
and
TikTok things.
And please do the same for Lynch Creative Edge. Don't be afraid to go follow her other accounts. And the same thing here. Please feel free to come check me out when I'm doing a live too. So thank you so much, Lenny. We really appreciate you. You're absolutely amazing human being, an incredible artist, and we're all lucky to have you around. Chad Rev Art, we're not quite as lucky to have you around, but we're still lucky. We're still lucky. And thank all you good people except for Chad.
Thank you, everybody. And then there's this guy.
Right. Appreciate everybody. I may or may not be on later tonight. Not sure. I'm running on fumes at this point. So we'll see what happens. This guy might be on too. Who knows?
Yeah, I'll definitely be on tomorrow during the day. Also, before we close out here, I ended up with an open window this Thursday. So if one of you fools want to take and have an opportunity, the window is going to be open for the Chad Rev Art Show this Thursday. Send me a message. Other than that, Shane Scare on Halloween.
Go get you some of that, y'all. A little bit of Chad Rev Art. You get 13 minutes with the Chad Rev Art and the Ginster to do your thing. So thanks, everybody. Hey, worst case, I'll show my new cat cheat. Right on. Thank you, everybody. Much love to you all. Thanks a lot.
It, Kira.
Appreciate you, Chad. Appreciate you, Kira. Appreciate you, Moose. Appreciate you, Lens Creative. Much love to everybody. Look out for each other, y'all.